Mr. Gorbachev.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Turn up this podcast.
I'm in this for the money and the pussy, and they're both falling off the trees.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 156 of the Reasonable Doubt Podcast. As always, we are your hosts, Eric C. Griff.
And J Money.
3 years, baby.
3 years.
3
It's been
years.
a long time. We're getting old.
Our podcast is going to kindergarten soon.
It is. It's almost in kindergarten.
It's almost in kindergarten.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Our podcast can walk. Our podcast can talk. Our
Can it do all
podcast
that?
is doing basic math. Our podcast is learning how to share.
We've said this. We actually don't know
I have
a
no
childhood
fucking-
development.
I know. Our podcast
I don't know
can
if you
tie
can
its
tell
own
based
shoes.
on all the shit that we're saying, but we
Yeah,
don't
we
know
have no-
anything about kids. For all we know, they could not walk or talk. Might not even have opened its eyes. Do they open their eyes right away, babies?
Yeah.
Like, you know how puppies don't open their eyes for like a few weeks?
I think that's why you spank them when they come out. When
So,
you
like,
have a baby, they like hold them up by their feet and give them a bop, and then they're
I
like,
don't think they
"Ugh!"
hold them up by their feet.
Yeah, they do. They hold them up by their feet and then give them a little spank on the bum, and it shocks them into being awake.
They hold them up by their feet?
I think so.
I
They
don't-
used to, at least.
Yeah, I don't think they do that.
And then they swirl
I
it.
think they lay them down and then they smack them on the inside of the thigh to get
Is
them
that
up.
what happened? They
Yeah.
used to spank them.
Huh. We
It's
should
like-
talk to a professional.
We should. Yeah, when a baby was born in the 50s, they threw it like a football.
And then if you
Through-
didn't catch,
Try again next year.
yeah. See you in 9 months.
Yeah, and if the doctor can't throw dimes, then what are you doing?
Yeah, that's why they
Then
were
it's
all
rough.
quarterbacks.
Yeah, all doctors were quarterbacks in high school because you have to know how to throw a baby.
Yeah.
So, like, all doctors go to medical school,
Yeah.
right? But then you pick, like, a specialty, right? But you have all that training. No, not all doctors.
Not
but
all-
Sometimes they do, right? They'll be like, I'm a dermatologist now.
Yeah, they'll specialize. Some of them specialize, but a lot of them just like are like GPs
Yeah.
or just like a basic MD.
So, like, what if you've been, like, a dermatologist for, like, 30 years or whatever?
Yeah.
And then someone on the plane has, like, a ruptured organ or whatever, and they go, are there any doctors on the plane? Do you still, like, pop up
Yeah,
and be
because
like...
they're still medical doctors. Like
Yeah,
a
but-
dermatologist is still a medical doctor.
It's still a medical doctor, but you haven't dealt with that kind of thing in
They
forever.
definitely have an extraordinary knowledge of the human body and how to deal with shit.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
I get
yeah?
that. Like, you're the most qualified guy on the
Yeah,
plane.
that's the thing. They are still by a landslide the most qualified person.
But they're, like, feeling for the appendix, and they're like, oh, the skin's a little dry. Like a little eczema down
Dude,
there.
I've said this, that I part of the reason that I never wanted to follow my parents' path and go into any form of medicine
Yeah.
was that I was like, I can't imagine living your life. I can't imagine living your life being like, just everywhere. It must be that everywhere you go, you look at people and are constantly assessing people.
Yeah, for sure.
It's constant.
Yeah.
Like friends of mine that are doctors. Like I had one time, a buddy of mine. Now he's like, or like doctorate in kinesiology, so like an exercise scientist. Mm-hmm. But we were walking, we're hanging out, going out to grab a drink at like the Mule or something, and he was like, "Hey, you need to stretch your hip
Fuck
flexors."
off.
And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "You need to stretch your hip
Stop
flexors."
fucking diagnosing
I was
me,
like, "What are you
asshole."
fucking talking about?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm just saying, you need to stretch your hip flexors." Like,
Stop working.
yeah, he's like, "That's right." He's like explaining to me like your thigh does not come back enough comfortably while you're walking. So he's like, you're actually shortening your stride, so it's mostly in front of you, and it made sense.
Imagine if every fucking...
And he was right. He's like,
Yeah,
"You have
he's right, but-
he's like, do you have lower back pain? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, you have anterior pelvic tilt. He's like, it's from tight hip flexors. You should stretch your hip flexors, and I did, and it did feel better immediately. So
I
he
think
was right.
I think every profession does that, though. Like,
Where
you
they
think, like,
just can't
construction
not
workers,
see
like,
it.
drive by a site, and they're like,
Yeah, 100%.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Could
would
you
look at
imagine if-
plumbing somewhere and be like, huh, that's wrong.
Could you imagine being, like, a therapist and going on a date?
That's apparently a huge thing.
Like, that's got to make it real.
Dwayne went to school for psychology.
Yeah.
And he had struggled with it for a while.
Because, like, you're just therapizing on a date the whole
Well,
time?
yeah, he's like, you just talk to girls, and he's like, I'm just categorizing them according to, like...
That's got to be fucking
Yeah,
killer.
that he'd just be, like, thinking about, like, how they fit into psych models.
That's annoying.
Like, it would be annoying.
Yeah, I guess.
But you, like, can't turn it off. It's your knowledge.
I mean, we talk about it all the time. Like, we've cooked for a living. I still do. You still do, part-time.
Yeah.
But, like, if the wives are cooking, I'll critique.
I can't help it. I can't help it.
I feel like there's not enough fond for you to be deglazing right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
You know, let those flavors build a little
Yeah,
bit
you gotta
more.
wait. No, don't. Ooh, don't do that. Nope.
Yeah, I know. It makes
Quit
you an
moving
asshole.
around. You're not going to get a sear if you keep moving around.
One part about being a doctor, though, is you've got to be ready for that "is anyone a doctor here" moment at all times.
But there are doctors. One of my favorites, there was a bit that I saw. I can't remember what the movie was. But he's like, "Are you a doctor?" And the guy's like, "Yeah." And he gets up, and then his buddy's like, "You're a dentist." That's not what they're looking for. They're
it's like,
looking
"You're
for
a vet."
doctor. Yeah, you're a veterinarian. Calm the fuck
I
down.
would trust a vet to do a lot of things.
I would
though.
trust a vet over a dentist. Mm-hmm. Dentists are dentists.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
is
yeah, they
anyone
have
a doctor?
medical knowledge, but it's like you're a doctorate of dentistry.
Oh, I'm a doctorate of physics.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Like,
shut up.
Yeah, fucking Keiko. I'm a doctor. Yeah, but you are a doctor
Yeah.
of physics.
Yeah. This guy's having a heart attack.
Yeah, you're a genius. Like, he does do like bioengineering, so I suppose he knows quite a bit. But it's like, like I wouldn't trust him to
you imagine-
save me.
You're on a plane and just the fucking flight attendant runs in the back. Is anyone here a chef?
There's a terribly cooked steak.
We don't know how to make an omelet.
I've got this. I will save us all.
I'll save us all.
Yeah. You know what's funny is I had a buddy reach out to me. Seeing as though it's 3-year anniversary, we might reflect on some of the podcasts.
Okay.
I had a buddy reach out to me, and he was like, "It's crazy listening to you guys." He's not in the industry, and he's like, because it's very apparent that this is like somewhat an industry podcast.
Yeah, for sure it is.
I was like, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah." He's like, "You're just listening to like a couple of kitchen boys, like just go off about shit."
This is what like post-service sounds like in most kitchens.
In most kitchens,
Yeah, the post-service cleanup, then first beer. That's what this sounds like.
yeah, cleaning up, having a beer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then after this podcast is when the heavy drinking and drug use starts.
Yeah, after this conversation.
Yeah, after this conversation, the next 3 hours,
It
it's
either
like,
gets way too philosophical or
it gets
deep
way
down
too
the conspiracy hole.
philosophical. Someone throws up.
Yeah.
Someone tries to bang a host.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah.
A fist fight
Fist fight.
that's resolved by
one
the
of the
next
horny
day.
servers that's banged all the cooks already. He's trying to bang one of the cooks again.
Yeah, but he's not about it.
He's like, no.
Yeah.
No, I was the first one you banged, and then you banged everybody else, and I want to bang again.
It's like, someone's trying to get to the bar really quick after their shift.
Yeah.
But they have 4 braces on their body that they got to take off.
Yeah.
Like both knee braces. I got my tennis elbow. I got to get this
The fucking strap.
the tennis elbow strap.
Love it. Love it. That's such a classic. That and the knee braces.
Yeah, knee braces, tennis elbow, and a hernia belt.
Oh, God. The inguinal hernia belt.
That's the line cook equipment.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like that, chef coat, chef pants, and a hat.
Yeah,
There you go.
apron, knife roll,
Yeah.
knee
Apron,
brace,
knife roll, knee brace. Yeah.
box cutter.
Yeah.
Box cutter is a new addition to my kit, and it's helped quite a bit.
Box cutter goes a long way.
Yeah.
There was little ceramic ones that I used to keep in my pocket.
Yeah.
It's just like it's like a teardrop shape, and just the tip is enough to like.
Yeah,
But,
just cut
but
tape
it doesn't
and bust
cut
the
you.
box.
You can like hit your hand with it. It doesn't
Yeah.
cut.
Yeah.
But it's enough to break the tape.
Yeah, it's
great.
crazy when you're open. Even you can open like 40 boxes a day.
Well, and breaking them down and shit's so much easier.
Yeah, delivery days. Oof,
Awful.
fucking awful.
Yeah.
Cisco motherfuckers.
Ugh. fucking what's GFS?
GFS, Cisco, Flanagan's.
Yeah, big GFS order coming
Big
in.
G-
You're like, oh. And then when they pull up and they start loading shit on a pallet,
Yeah.
and you're like, okay, all right.
No, the worst is when you open up the back door to go have a smoke and GFS has just left all your food outside.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, fuck!
Yeah.
Like,
and they're-
so instead of smoking, I get to lift shit for half an hour.
Yeah, this will be fun.
This will be awesome.
Yeah, they just stick it all out there and they're like, you're good? Cool, bye.
Yeah, there's just like they don't even say anything. Your invoice is just like jammed in between two boxes, fluttering in the wind. You're like, awesome.
Yeah, thanks.
They've
Glad I
signed.
signed for it. Yeah, when they sign off and you're like, cool.
Yeah, you guys don't sign that. I sign that.
Yeah, I
sake.
signed to say I got it. Like,
How are you? How are you been? How have you been?
I've been well, man.
You've been well.
Yeah, things are good.
Things are good.
Yeah, I don't know. Life's been good.
Good.
I'm feeling very. I've been feeling very at peace.
Good. It's a slow time of the year.
It's a slow time of the year, and I've slowed down.
Yeah, you have slowed down.
Yeah, where I'm like, not smoking weed nearly as much.
Good.
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
happy
good.
for that for you.
Yeah, the last 2 days I've had a couple cigarettes, but otherwise, like, I didn't smoke and from the Super Bowl till yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's like beers. Like, I haven't really been having beers. I had a couple beers last night, and that was about it.
Good for you. I didn't smoke yesterday at all because I'm sick.
Yeah, gross.
Yeah, I know.
Sick
Fucking.
for the 3-year anniversary. How
I
could
know.
you?
Fucking brutal.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. I hope not. Probably
No,
can.
you sound pretty normal.
Okay.
You always
That
just sound
fucking-
exhausted.
Because I am. I am. It fucking. Oh, I always get sick on my days off. It's killer.
Yeah, it's brutal, dude.
It's because my body recognizes.
I would say,
like,
what
time
have you
to
been
slow
doing?
down.
But that's what you've been doing.
I've
is
been
being
sick. I've been sick. Yeah, fucking. I'm such a baby when I'm sick too.
Yeah.
I man cold so hard.
Yeah, I like using it as an excuse to like binge watch shows
Yeah, that's what I've
and
been
just
doing.
fall in and out of sleep while I binge watch show. I get the general idea what's happening.
Yeah, I've been binge watching shows, movies.
I've been on House.
I fucking love House.
I love House, and him and Cuddy just kissed. And
Fuck yeah.
Just broke the tension a little bit, and then now
Dude,
they're
I
playing
would-
it off, and it's like, I know it's going to be 5 episodes of them just like pretending they don't love each other, and I'm like, come on.
Man, we can talk about House for a little bit.
Yeah.
First of all, just want to get this out of the way. I would knock the dust off of Cuddy.
Dude, Cuddy's a
I'd
rocket.
beat the brakes off that.
I know,
motherfucker.
dude. I know.
Oh my god.
I said that, and so I'm sitting there with the wife, and she's like,
just out of nowhere, babe. By the way, I'd break it off in that.
yeah. she's like, oh, said something like, oh yeah, Cuddy, and I was like, Cuddy's very pretty. She was like, really? You think so? I was like, Cuddy is a rocket.
Cuddy, you know what? Cuddy is for the male gaze, though.
Yeah.
She's not hot to women.
No, she's
No,
pretty.
like,
She's pretty to guys.
Cameron is pretty to women.
Yeah,
Right?
true.
Cuddy is pretty to guys.
Yeah.
Not even pretty, hot.
She's hot.
She's not pretty, she's
She's
hot.
hot, yeah.
Because she's also in charge, which, like, that's enough for me.
Gotta respect the woman in
Gotta
charge.
respect the title.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, House is like the most accurate depiction of autism I think I've ever seen in a show.
Like him?
Yeah. That
Yeah.
guy's wicked autistic.
You think so?
Yes, 100%.
that
But
odd?
not in like a, you know, like there's
Not
all
in
these
like-
shows that are like they get like a non-autistic, and I'm not saying Hugh Laurie's autistic, but they get like a non-autistic actor to play an autistic guy, and they just kind of go like the whole time.
Yeah.
That's not what it is. It's fucking House. That
Yeah.
guy's autistic.
Yeah, he's autistic about shit. Whereas like, yeah, not autistic like a Hot Topic employee.
Yeah.
Not the same.
Not like Train's autistic.
Not like Pikachu Lanyard.
Pikachu Lanyard. Not like Invader Zim.
Yeah.
Not that autistic.
Yeah.
But like really good at medicine.
Yeah. Well, because there is a lot of people like that
Yeah, mildly.
where they're they're autistic. Who was it? I think it might have been Jocko Willink, which I fucking can't stand that guy. But not that I can't stand him. I respect his thing, and I'm sure if I had a conversation with him, I'd like him more. But he just annoys me when I listen to him talk.
Who's this?
Jocko Willink, you don't know him?
No.
He's like an ex-Navy SEAL. He's a very collected guy, like super respectable person. He's super disciplined.
Yeah.
All the typical traits that come with like a high achieving military person.
Yeah.
And he does a podcast. It's very informative, and it's kind of like somewhat a life coaching podcast in a way, of just like examples of how to try and improve your life and quality of life. But anyway, so he talked about in one, and I was like, that's a fair fucking statement. He's like, being successful requires a certain degree of autism, that you need to be able to be like abnormally well focused on something to be ultra successful at it.
And he used the word autism?
And he seriously was like, yeah, he's like, ideally you're like a sociopath who's autistic.
I don't know if it's a requirement. I think it helps sometimes.
That's what he's saying. He's like, you want to be like really good at anything? Like, just be fucking...
Just be autistic.
Just be like autistic and a sociopath and pick a subject.
I think sociopath is more of a requirement than autism. For sure. I think like there's something fundamentally not right in the brains of people that become like the top 0.01% of their fields.
You think so?
I think there's something broken in there.
I don't think always. I think for a long time that was probably true. I think we've seen a move to a more morally adjusted upper echelon of business, like especially with corporate. You look at what's her name, Ursula Jones, I think is her name. She's the head. She was the head of. I'm gonna fuck this up. I want to say what? I'll name computer like chip makers and shit.
NVIDIA? No. AMD?
No, not Intel. There's another one. I want to say Interac, but
Interac? It's not Intel?
No.
Anyways.
Maybe it is Intel. Anyway,
okay.
She's like a CEO of that. She's a powerful black woman. And
love it.
And her
name's Ursula?
Ursula Jones, I believe.
Like after the octopus in The Little Mermaid?
Is that... Well, I don't think that's where the name Ursula comes from.
Yeah, but it seems like a crazy stereotype.
The point being, like, she's extremely ethical and, like, seems like a very well-balanced person. She's just ultra motivated.
Okay.
So I think you're seeing that more.
I think it's hard to compete with sociopaths if you're not one. You know
Ursula
what I mean?
Burns.
Because you have
Xerox. Ursula Burns.
Man, could you imagine her yelling at you?
Dude, this woman gets shit done.
Could you imagine getting fucking dressed down by that? Like you fuck up a report and she comes in.
She's 66 years old. That woman looks fucking amazing.
Black don't crack, dude.
So true.
Black don't crack until it does.
She's an inspiring story, though. You wanna see like an interesting interview? Just look up an interview with her. She's a phenomenally successful person, and she is psychotically motivated, but she's like very ethical.
Yeah. The thing is, like, if you also have to worry about like what I'm doing is impacting others, like gets in the way of, like, you can't compete with someone who doesn't give a fuck about that. You know what I mean?
It's funny you say this. I was just talking to the wife about this while we were out this morning. Life coaches. Yeah. I said something about a life coach, and she was like, "Oh, I think
you want a life coach."
I think I would benefit from a life coach, and she was like, I think that's a crock of shit. Like, I think life coaches are a crock of shit. And I was like, why?
I agree with her.
Yeah, that's the wrong take. I'm gonna tell you right now. You look up any millionaire, like high success millionaire or billionaire, all of them have life coaches that they work with daily. None of them do not have a life coach. The point of a life coach, if you look at the human brain like a computer, there is bandwidth. There is only a certain amount of bandwidth you have in your day-to-day. Yeah. The point of a life coach is that the details of achieving your goal and remaining goal-oriented and continuing to work towards those goals, the point of a life coach is that you stop figuring out how to do those things. You're motivated and you can put your head down and do the work, but like for someone like me, you know, beneficial it would be if I had someone that was like, this is what you need to do next. The goal that we sat down and talked about for an hour that you want to achieve, your next goal coming up, or say 5 goals, like you need to accomplish these 3 things this week. Cool. I'll just sit down and do those 3 things. I don't have to think about it. It removes bandwidth allocation from yourself.
You need like a secretary.
This is what we can't. She was like, oh, I've never thought about that. And I told her, I was like, the wife, I was like, I'm telling you, you look up any millionaire, like high success millionaire, any billionaire, they work with life coaches every single day. Every single day. They all talk about it if you read bios and stuff. Tony Robbins, that douchebag, he did not get super successful.
Is that the guy that says he has 3 days a day?
Yeah, something like that. Yes, because of his time management. It's a stupid
That guy's
thing.
a fucking idiot.
He's not. I'm telling you right now.
My first day is 6 a.m. to noon. You're crazy if you think you only have 1 day per day. That's a fucking crazy thing to say.
It's a crazy thing to say. I agree. But it's more the underlying point of what he's saying. Let me play devil's advocate with him because I'm not a fan. That's right, Tony Robbins. I'm not a fan of you.
Yeah, Tony Robbins, I know you're listening.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan. But he got ultra famous and successful working with fucking CEOs and shit. That he just works with them all the time. And the point is that the time management, even the people with the best time management, being able to allocate or like delegate a task of figuring out the details for some stupid shit to someone else is how you get more done in a day. So when he's saying like I have 3 days in a day, he's meaning that even the best time management people they cannot be as productive as I can be in one day. I can get 3 days worth of work done in one day because I take all the little nuanced details of just figuring out how I want these things, where I need to go for this, who do I need to talk to for this, delegate all of that shit. Get rid of that entirely. I do that all the time.
I think you do need that, actually.
I do need that. Get rid of all that shit so you don't get caught up in it, and all you do is focus on getting the things done. And then as you get things done, you progress way faster. So in a day, that motherfucker definitely gets 3 days worth of work done every fucking work day.
I guess, yeah.
He must. He's so good at it. He's so good. Dude, he's taken like small-time companies and turn them into fucking multi-million-dollar industries.
When you were talking about life coaches, I was imagining, like, did you see any of the things where it's, like, the alpha male boot camps and shit like that?
That is...
For, like, salesmen? Because he does those, too.
Yeah. He doesn't do the alpha male bullshit.
No, but he does the, like, salesman
the sales
boot
shit.
camps.
Well, because what it is
which are so funny.
It's
shit,
just
a bunch
it's shit,
of
but you gotta think it's how to get a guy who's a fucking, like, who do we know? For an example, I can't think of someone.
I don't know if you know any salesmen.
It's the idea of taking someone who's like a soft bitch and being like, these are the fucking life skills you need to work on consistently and develop in order to go anywhere in this industry. Which is a valid point.
Yeah,
you don't think so?
I just think it's very funny to watch a bunch of skinny fat dudes in polos do push-ups in a parking lot. If you're not making $100,000 a month, you need to fuck your life up.
You need to fucking change everything.
And it's just like Connor from Omaha who sells trucks. Like, I need to up my work.
A lot of those dudes, man, like it works for them. You take some guy who like doesn't really have discipline, doesn't really have like a sense of motivation, or I think the big thing is like the self-confidence that comes with it. They don't have it. Man, it works for them. It works for people. And I'm dude, you've known me for fucking years. You don't think I would immensely benefit from someone being like, this is the 5 things you need to accomplish today, do only that. And it was like, cool. I would just do those things. I'm hyper motivated to get shit done. And I just wouldn't get caught up in the details. The thing with you is
you're hyper motivated to get shit done, but you can't plan it.
I can't plan it to save my life.
So you're highly motivated, so you do 10 things a day, but you do them like 3/4 of the way.
Yeah, and then
you just
start 10 new things the next day, and I'll get back to those first things in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, you need to just like, instead of having a million things go on, have 10 things go on and finish them, and
just keep going. That's what I'm saying. So you have like life coaches. They're basically they're basically a PA.
Yeah, I think our definitions of life coach were different. That's why. Well, I was imagining either those boot camps, and I was like, you would fucking hate that.
I'd be like, don't make me do push-ups. I was in the real military. Yeah, get fucked.
Yeah, that, or like those people that are like, you attract what you deserve.
Yeah. That shit.
You will fight through this, and you will be a beautiful flower.
Yeah, see, I don't need the fucking...
Because you're already a beautiful flower.
Those are motivational speakers. I don't need motivation.
No, you have that.
I have all the motivation in the world. I need someone who plans who like just outlines. I have goals I want to achieve. I would love if someone handed me a fucking a binder with 5 pages in it and was like, you need to cross these 5 things off, and then I'll give you a new binder. And it's like, okay, I'd be like hyper focused. Be like, I only got to get these 5 things done. Sick, give me a week. I'll get them all done. Doesn't take me long to get shit done. It's getting to do something.
I guess, yeah.
You know? You want to watch me fucking go haywire? Get me to clean the house. I'll start cleaning the house, and then I'll be like, oh, fuck, this table leg's broken. And then I start cleaning the table leg. And then I'm like...
Tim's kind of wobbly, actually.
No, I'll go to start doing it, and then I'm like, oh, I don't have glue. Okay, I'll just run to the store and grab glue. And then I go out to the truck, and then I'm like, oh, you know what? I need oil for the truck. And then I start doing an oil change, and I go, fuck, you know what? I was thinking I need to do some rust proofing. And then I go back out, and I grab rust proofing. And all of this started because I needed to clean the house, and I was out. I got distracted by a broken table leg and left. Mm-hmm. You know?
Like, while I'm out, I might as well get groceries because I got to do some meal prepping today.
Yeah, exactly. Once I'm done cleaning the house, I'll get the meal prepping done.
And then when you get home, and you're like, well, actually, I need to clean the stove first because why would I...
And then it's 10 p.m. and I've got nothing done.
But I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I did an oil change on the truck, and I have glue and can fix the table leg.
And then you put your glue right beside the glue you bought last time.
Yeah.
You also didn't know.
Oh, there's the glue.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I'm fucking terrible for it. I am awful for it.
Yeah?
I would highly benefit from someone organizing my life for me.
You need a personal assistant.
I need a personal assistant, and unfortunately, the wife does not seem to be stepping up to the plate. Like, she's
like,
slacking.
Well, can you be my personal assistant? Well, can I quit my job? No.
No. What do I look like?
No, we are a double income home. We are not changing that, babe.
You do a good enough job as my PA.
Yeah.
Then you can quit your job because I'll make enough money. But until then
yeah. No.
You're going to have to work 2 jobs.
Babe, I don't know how to say this. You're the one that has the health insurance.
Yeah, true.
You need to be working.
You need to keep going to work.
You need to keep going to work because I need dental.
Yeah. Just got my teeth cleaned.
Did you really?
Yeah, like a week ago.
I'm going to the dentist for the first time in 8 years.
Why?
Because I haven't had insurance.
What are you going to do in there? Do you have sensitivity?
No, I'm just getting looked at because I don't have a dentist, so I'm getting it like all checked out.
Where are you going?
Just the dentist across the street.
Don't fucking do that. Go to Elderton Dental.
Why? There's a
I'm gonna
dentist.
shout them out
Dentist
on the
is a
pod.
fucking dentist. I'm not driving to fucking Ilderton.
Dude, it's a great dental office.
Okay,
Really
I'm just going to the
prices.
dentist. It's reasonable there.
You can go in. There's an awesome hygienist, dental hygienist.
Is she hot?
What? No, it's my
Yeah,
buddy. It's my buddy's little sister. No, I'm not saying that on the podcast. She's a redhead.
If it was a no, he would have said no. It's like, is she hot? She's my buddy's little sister. That's not a no. Man, there's something about dental hygienists, man. Like, how come every time I get my teeth cleaned, you got to put your tits right on my forehead?
No, I was joking.
No, I'm not saying he's saying that because that's his buddy's little sister who's not hot. But that's just... Do you know how tough it was to get my teeth cleaned as a 15-year-old?
Anyway.
Just fucking filled to the brim with
with hormones.
With hormones. Like I come behind my eyeballs.
No, I was saying though, it's like I never had negative experiences because I didn't go to a dentist till I was later, like 20. 21.
Oh, okay.
Like I'd been to a dentist maybe once, and I went in and I walk in, they're like, "Hey, you got great teeth. You don't need braces. You got all your wisdom teeth fit. Mm-hmm. Awesome." And they just clean my teeth, and that's what I do. I just go and get my teeth cleaned. And so I was joking about this. I'm like, I love going in. Like, that's one of my favorite things to do is going and get my teeth cleaned.
It's a good feeling.
I love it.
I remember it, yeah.
I go in and I hang out with her, and we, like, chat about stuff. She cleans my teeth. But I was saying to her, I'm like, this is the grossest job ever. And she was like, yeah, your teeth are pretty clean. She's like,
oh, can you imagine the bad ones?
She was like, some dudes come in, and this is their, like, twice-a-year toothbrushing session.
Oh,
yeah, she said,
chip off the tartar and
literally that she said you have to like stick it in and go like and like pop off chunks.
So you know that feeling of cold when you shave your beard?
They must have that on there.
They must have that on their teeth.
Because it just destroys the enamel underneath.
Yeah, it's just all nerves. Ooh.
What I have wondered is it's a natural function. So do you think that it's meant to build up like that and slowly protect the teeth?
No.
No, eh?
No, it's bacteria. And before we had dentists...
We had a way better diet.
We had a different diet, but there's evidence that people would like get sticks. And they would like chew on sticks and bones and stuff like that to get rid of that off their teeth. Because they knew it was bad.
Well,
animals do that too. Like dogs do that and shit. They gnaw on shit.
Yeah.
Right? Because I've talked about this with tons of people where they're like, brushing your teeth is actually bad for you. And it's like, it's not actually. And they're like, well, how come, before we were a civilization, people didn't brush their teeth and we were fine? And it's like, yeah, people did just get teeth issues and die from it.
Yeah, not only that, the other huge impact from poor oral health, oral hygiene, is cardiovascular disease.
Yeah, having fucked up teeth and mouth disease can kill you.
Yeah, it can. And no joke, there is a direct correlation between cardiovascular disease, high plaque in your arteries, and like high cholesterol and oral hygiene. Mm-hmm. The more plaque you have in your mouth, the more plaque you have in your arteries.
100%.
Like it does, you do swallow it, and it does get broken down and absorbed into your body. Mm-hmm. It is there is a negative impact.
Plus, pre-civilization, people were also like drinking Coca-Cola. So
yeah, like there's also that we had this super clean.
There was no refined sugars.
Yeah, super clean diet. Your fucking microbiome in your mouth was people weren't smoking. Different. Yeah, no smoking,
chewing tobacco. No. Oh, could you imagine going to the dentist as somebody chews?
Yeah, her brother chews.
He must fucking hate that.
He dips. He has dips. He's moved on to the pouches now, which is better, but I know he had pretty bad gum recession on the one side from it.
I used to chew back in the day, like pretty heavily.
Yeah, it's brutal. I have gum recession on the front. Mm-hmm. It's like, look how deep that is. Yeah. From fucking lips.
Lips in, baby. Awful. I miss it. I miss it sometimes until I do it. I'm like, it sucks.
So gross. Glad I smoke.
But like, I'll see a guy toss a lip in. I'm like,
yeah. Especially if they have wintergreen.
Yeah, no, if they have chew and they don't have dip, that's what gets me.
Oh, Red Man Chew?
It's not Red Man anymore. It's like America's Finest or something like
what?
That. They changed the name.
Man, you're taking all of the pride away from the natives. This is ruthless, baby.
No Redskins, no Indians with Chief Wahoo.
Yeah, dude. You know what kills me is the amount of native people I know that were like pissed about the Redskins. They're like, we don't have a fucking football team now.
There's a sliding scale. Like the Blackhawks are fine because it's like in admiration of a chief from that area, a native from the tribe like made the logo. They checked with them and stuff. And they made that team, and it's good because it's paying homage. But then, like, the Cleveland Indians.
Yeah.
That's a caricature
Did
drawing.
We talk about the Indian thing last episode?
What do you mean?
Did I talk to you about this? Indian? The term Indian? How stupid it is?
What do you mean? For which Indian?
For, like, North Americans.
How stupid it is to call them Indians?
No, it's not stupid to call them Indians at all. It's right.
Well, the Indies, yeah.
No. Okay, let me lay.
Are you talking about the Hindustan thing?
Yes.
I don't know if I buy that.
What? There's nothing to buy. It's a fact. When Christopher Columbus sailed over, he was not searching for India because it was never called India. They were not called Indian people. That's a stupid ass thing to think that we were taught in school that was totally wrong. It is fucking American propaganda bullshit.
Yeah.
It's total bullshit. It was called Hindustan. They were not called Indians. They didn't know what the fucking word Indian was. They didn't. That had never been conceptualized over there. The term was like gente de indios, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And it meant children of God. He writes it in his journal. You can find journal like scans of his journals.
Yeah,
where it says gente de indios is what he identified the people as here because they just lived off the land. He's like they just used everything. Like they needed nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They were so perfectly self-sufficient. and they were just like super hospitable, super peaceful. He was a psychopath, but
Yeah, he's like, these people are great.
he
Let's
literally
kill like most.
he goes on for pages
Yeah.
about how, like, I've read mass amounts of it in English translation, that he goes on for pages about how they're these beautiful people, and they calls them children of God, which is gente de indios. And he's like, that they're like these beautiful people. They live off the land. They're super hospitable. They're so kind and loving and nurturing and caring, and they have medicine, and they have medicine from the land. They don't get sick. They fucking, like,
Well,
they just live in
they don't get sick from stuff here.
yeah, from shit before we came. But it was like all this, and then so that's where the term Indian came from,
Yeah.
and that was adopted for a long, long time. That they were the Indian people, they were the children of God,
Yeah.
the Indios, and then he was like, "It's crazy how beautiful and wonderful they are, so takeable." Anyway.
So easily exploited.
So easily dominated. Yeah, we're gonna just dom show these guys right now, and then he just fucking starts slaughtering them.
That's true. I mean, the meanings of words change too as
Yeah,
time goes on.
they do.
Right? We used to call people with Down syndrome Mongoloids.
I still call people. Mongoloids.
I don't call people with Down syndrome Mongoloids.
Never.
I call my
Never.
friends
That
when they're
is-
being retarded Mongoloid.
Yeah, I'd be like, you're a fucking Mongoloid.
I think Mongoloid, to me,
I
isn't
thought it was
someone
a
that.
Mongol. I thought it was the same as a Mongol for a long time. I
No.
thought it was just calling people Mongolian.
No, we saw people with Down syndrome like they kind of look Chinese.
Oh my god,
That's why
hilarious.
we did it, because they look like Mongols.
So they're a Mongoloid.
Yeah, because they're like dumb Mongols.
Damn.
That was the.
Yeah, because they're no Genghis Khan.
They are no
Sorry,
Genghis.
Chinggis Khan.
Yeah. Could you imagine though?
Yeah.
It's just fucking 40,000 people with Down syndrome on horseback. I'd be fucking terrified.
Yeah, that'd be, dude.
They could probably
greatest
conquer
empire in history.
the fucking
People talk-
empire of hugs.
Yeah, dude. The people talk about. You see all the shit online, like, oh, how often does your man think about the Roman Empire? No, mine's the Mongolian.
You think about the Mongolian
I think
Empire?
about Genghis Khan on a regular basis, like, because I'll just be sitting there and I'll be like, damn, just, dude, what is it? Something crazy like, fucking 20% of the Earth or something, 12% of the Earth.
It's like 10 to 12% of the Earth has his genes.
Has specifically Genghis Khan's genes.
Yeah, he was like fucking
He
like 8
himself.
different women a day.
He himself, like his fucking
Yeah.
genetics,
Yeah.
you are directly
He
related
is
to
like
him.
the goat of rape.
Dude.
He was putting up numbers that no one's ever seen.
No one's dude.
And can even-
I don't even know if it was rape though. I don't think it was.
I think a lot of it was.
I think maybe there was a good degree.
Well, a lot
But
of it
then
was like the spoils of conquest.
yeah, and I think the other part of it was maybe not necessarily him, but like he'd father all these children, then they'd be his warriors, and they'd go out.
Mm.
You know, he himself had like a harem of women.
He did. Yeah. Well, that was the thing. If that was pretty regular for the world at the time, as if you
Having
were the
a harem.
leader, you would have a harem and you would have your wife,
See, whatever happened
like
to having a
concubines
harem,
and shit.
You know?
I wish I had a harem.
Do you?
No,
No, not
it's
at
too
all.
much. They'd talk amongst themselves
Dude,
about me.
dude, yeah, you fuck up one time. Mm-hmm. You'd fuck up one time, you'd never.
You'd
hear the end.
never hear the fucking end of it, would you?
Yeah,
There was this one
awful.
like small nation state whatever in the Middle East that the Mongols approached once, because their MO was they would approach these nation states, attempt diplomacy, so they would say like submit to us, pay us a certain amount of stuff, we'll absorb you into the empire, leave you semi-autonomous. That was their first offer. Most places were like, yeah, sure. They would pay like a certain percent to the Mongols, be absorbed into their empire, and that was it. And then a good amount of the times they'd be like, no, resist militarily, and then the Mongols come in and crush them, right?
Crush, yeah.
So there was one, but usually they would, like, the Mongols would send, like, messengers in. So there's this one empire in the Middle East that they sent, like, 3 messengers to deliver this message, and that empire cut 2 of their heads off and sent the 3rd messenger back with their heads or something like that. And the Mongols were so fucking pissed about that, because that was against the rules. You didn't shoot the messenger literally.
Yeah.
Right, because he's there on like a diplomatic mission. If you
Yeah.
want to fight, we'll do it properly.
Yeah, we'll
Don't
have
kill
war.
my fucking messengers, right?
Yeah.
So they were so pissed, and they razed this fucking nation to the ground so hard that we didn't even know about it until recently.
What, they just erased them?
They erased it. Destroyed any structures left, killed all the people so there were no descendants of them.
Shit, dude.
Like burnt the motherfucker to the ground, and we didn't find out about it until like 100 years ago or something like that.
We're like, there was all these people.
There
that
was all these
existed.
people here, and there's like next to zero trace.
It's
of
like is it the pygmy? No, that's not what they're called. I can't remember their name, but they were small little people.
Oh, and they're like the islands above Australia and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we figured out that we found a couple of them with human baby remains in their stomach where they were found dead, like fossilized, and in what is obviously inside their stomach is human baby remains.
Well, like they were pregnant with them, or they ate them.
They ate them.
Oh,
So
there's these little fucking creepy things running around eating people.
stealing babies. So they figured out, they're like, well, where'd they all go? And it's like when you start looking through like stories, like indigenous stories and stuff in the area. Oh, they ate a couple too many babies, and humans walked
Cross
in
line.
and literally were like, we are killing every last fucking one of them, and went through, started erasing their hieroglyphs from the fucking
Oh,
cliffs.
fuck these people.
Like, would cover the hieroglyphs. We found some
Yeah.
where they were there, and it's like their own depictions of their own history, and they went in, erased their history, erased them as people, and erased all their structures.
Ate
and
too
were
many
like,
babies.
Yeah, don't fuck with
Don't eat
us,
the
man.
babies.
Yeah,
Could you imagine though,
humans
back
will
then,
dominate no matter what.
If you were like a cannibal back in the time, you got to put yourself back in the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you were a cannibal in those days, a baby is probably like a treat.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
too many treats.
That's a treat. That's like, you're living off of eating adults,
Yeah,
right? Probably pretty tough meat.
yeah.
Not
Babies,
like they were
babies
nice and
soft.
fat.
It's like
Babies
veal.
are soft, falls right off the bone.
Yeah.
They probably wrapped it in some tin foil and slow roasted that. Probably put the baby in a crock pot, 12 hours on low.
Lots of
Probably
barbecue
just get
sauce.
2 forks in there, shred. Maybe some pulled baby sandwiches.
That's sick.
I'm just saying, it was probably like, it's like,
probably was a
I'm
treat,
bringing
yeah.
home some meat. It's like, oh, another warrior that we killed. And
Yeah.
we got to eat his fucking tough ass
Super-
thigh
yeah,
again.
yeah.
No,
Baby.
baby. Like,
Yeah.
ooh.
Yeah, because they'd sneak in and grab them.
It was probably
the
like
stories.
eating a chicken
The
wing.
stories are that they would sneak in the middle of the night and steal them because they were so small. These people were only like 3.5
Even the
feet.
babies, like yeah,
No, the people were like 3.5 feet tall.
just little fucking gremlin people.
Yeah, but proportionately small. Not like dwarfism. Like it was just their.
Yeah. They were
Yeah.
just little people.
They were just very, very, very small, and they would sneak around. They were like dark to tan skin, and I guess they like could run around at night. You had no idea where the fuck they were, and they'd steal babies.
That would like
That scared the shit out
That
of me,
scared
dude.
the shit
I would kill all of them too.
you just wake up one night and there's these
There's
little
a
gremlins
fucking
stealing
like little people in your room. Yeah, like fuck that shit, dude.
Yeah, fuck,
You're
I'd
gonna
kill-
die.
It's like that's on one end and then Neanderthals on the other end. Big fucking
Yeah,
foreheads.
huge, yeah. Did you see the was it 1970, 1960? The finger?
No.
And they claim that they don't know what genome it's from, and it just doesn't get researched.
Mhm.
I want to say it was discovered in like Norway or something, but it's a finger. It is very obviously a finger.
Yeah.
And it's like 4 feet long,
Duh, the fucking giants again?
dude.
Oh god. Fucking giants, Chris.
They're real.
You send me AI videos of giants and you're like, explain that.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite trolls against you. Is
Yeah,
just
it's a troll.
No, just sending the most like moving picture ones. And I'm like, footage, Josh, and
It's
you're
like,
like,
the pyramids are being built.
it's a fucking AI generated image. You're like, well, you don't know that.
I'm not going to describe details on the podcast, but you know that image you sent me yesterday where you said, have a nice day today?
The Asian girls?
Yeah, that was AI generated.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
What?
If you go to the account, it says AI model, and if you look at the post you sent me, it says AI generated.
That is horrible.
That's
Don't.
an AI generated image, and you got horny to it.
I didn't get horny to it. No, she's a volleyball player
Oh, right.
and university student in Tokyo. AI model. Holy shit, she is an AI.
Yeah, she's an AI.
Oh my god, she's AI.
Yeah. You got tricked.
What? Oh my god, she is. You can tell.
You can tell if you, like, I scrolled through and I was like, when you first sent me this, I was like, something seems off.
Oh my god, this is like a fake person.
Yeah, it's totally fake person, yeah.
20-year-old, a volleyball player, and university student in Tokyo. AI model. Mm-hmm. What the fuck? Hold on. She has a link tree. Don't tell me she has fucking AI OnlyFans. She has AI OnlyFans! You can't do that. It's a lie! Oh my god.
Dude, like, and they're open about it. They're like, that's clearly a project where they're like, we're doing this AI character.
Why don't we just start making AI OnlyFans models and make a ton of money?
We could.
That's a genius. We should
But
manage.
how many-
Hold on. Business idea.
Yeah.
We
We should
should-
manage a harem of AI girls.
Of AI models on OnlyFans.
Because we would have to write the messages.
You just write. We just sit there and type to
We'd have to
dirty
be
perverts
pretending.
all day. Dude,
you
we
wanna
would
do
make
that?
a goddamn fortune. don't.
Just don't tell them it's AI.
We'd get 1 week in and we'd be like, holy shit, there's $100,000 in the account. I'd be like, well, I guess we're doing this for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, it's like, Dad, how did you make your money when you were... Well,
back in the
I
early
pretended
days of
to be
AI.
a woman.
Yeah, me and Uncle Josh used to sit in his office with multiple laptops, doing AI OnlyFans, eating Doritos and drinking Code Red Mountain Dew,
and
like
just
degenerates.
pretending to be women online.
Yeah,
to horny
and we
old
made
dudes.
millions, and now you can be whatever you want.
Just typing into, like, AI prompts, like, Asian volleyball player with they pussy out.
Yeah.
And you're like, post.
Dude, we should actually do that.
Start an OnlyFans, but with AI girls?
AI OnlyFans. Why the fuck not?
Why the fuck not?
Dude, we're doing that. That's what we're doing after
The
this
thing that
podcast.
scares me-
We'll send everyone the
We'll
link.
send everyone the link.
You can
30
look up-
bucks a month if you,
You
want
can
to
look up the porn.
Yeah, it'll be Christine and
Christine and
I don't know if there's a girl version of Josh.
Joshika.
Joshka and Christine.
Yeah.
Okay, the thing that gets me is, like, on the internet there's obviously these fake people,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
But what about the ones that aren't disclosed?
That
Like,
you
how many
don't
people
know.
do you think you interact with online?
That's what I'm
that
saying.
just
We're
aren't
not
even real?
disclosing that it's AI.
No.
No, we're going to fucking lie about it and say it's real, and then you just vet the AI images that go up.
Yeah, I mean, it takes fucking no effort.
Yeah. Dude, and charge less than all the OnlyFans
$1
girls.
a month.
Straight up. Yeah, no, like, what do OnlyFans girl charge?
I don't know.
How much is an OnlyFans subscription?
You asking Siri?
Yeah. $4.99 per month is the minimum subscription price for OnlyFans. Dude, so just do $5 a month.
$5 a month?
$5 a month.
How much of a cut do you think OnlyFans takes? Probably like half, eh?
Yeah, probably something like
$250?
that. Still $250. You get 100 of those?
$250 a month?
That's just on your fucking subscriptions.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's 100 people. You're going to get more than 100 people. If you post on Instagram and have like your bullshit on Instagram,
Start an AI lady.
dude, you can get 1,000 followers overnight. $2,500 a month? Can you imagine? Can you imagine us taking home $1,250 a month straight fucking around cash?
This is I get it, and it's a lot of money, and I'd totally be down. A part of you will change if you spend a significant amount of time flirting with men. At some point, you're gonna sit back and be like,
This is gay.
I'm helping dudes jerk off
all day.
all day.
Yeah, dude. And that's the thing. If you get big enough where you're like making $10,000 a month kind of thing,
You're gonna have to hire people.
you're
to help us flirt with dudes.
yeah, you're talking about like you're just a kind of a male hooker.
And they're not normal dudes
No, they're
that are
fucking
gonna be
weird.
jerking it to an AI girl.
Yeah,
Even like whether or not they even know.
yeah. We'd probably have to pay for like an AI subscription.
How many like real OnlyFans girls that are like the big ones, right? Like imagine
use an AI?
or even like use a production team to like help them manage it. Because how many messages do you think they get a day? There's no way.
What's that one big AI or the one big OnlyFans girl?
I don't know.
Who's the largest grossing OnlyFans model?
Your mom.
Damn. No, there is one girl who makes some stupendous amount of money.
Is it Belle Delphine?
I have no idea. I don't know the names at all. I actually don't. Like, I'm not going to pay for that shit. There's fucking Pornhub. I get all the Asians I want for free on Pornhub.
Christian, 3 a.m., lights off, Asian girls kissing.
Yeah, on Google Images. That's a good kiss.
Why would you ever pay for porn when you can just search big boobs?
Naked ladies.
Sports Illustrated swimsuit covers.
Oh, yeah.
Sears catalog.
Dude, the Sears catalog.
Bro.
Yeah, I was around when we had dial-up, okay?
You'd get the Sears catalog around Christmas time. Your parents would be like, oh, like, take a look in there. See that? And you're just like, tits.
Hold up, I'm looking it up. Richest
OnlyFans girl?
Kendall Jenner.
No way. She definitely doesn't do, like, nude shit.
I think she does.
I think
$40 million.
I think OnlyFans was originally
Oh, no, that's
made...
as a model.
Oh, okay. I think OnlyFans was originally made not to be sexual.
That's pathetic.
And then it just became that because they didn't say no to sexuality. But I think the original plan was like, if you wanted like behind the
Sophie
scenes.
Rain.
It sounds familiar.
Oh! She makes $43 million a year? What the fuck, dude?
Damn.
Belle Delphine makes $34 million a year. Bella Thorne makes $37 million a year.
That's a lot of fucking money.
Cardi B?
Cardi B has an OnlyFans?
$47 million last year she made. Wow, that's fucked up. Iggy Azalea has one too. That's crazy.
Iggy Azalea has one?
Yep.
Well, listen, I'm going to be busy the rest of the afternoon. I got to check something.
That's fucked up, dude. Man, okay, you want to hear something? Where the fuck was I? Oh,
I don't know.
Where was I just recently? And I was like, this is disgusting. I can't remember. I was out somewhere. And...
Give me a hint. I'll help you. I'll help you get there.
I can't even remember. We were out somewhere though, near like approaching Toronto. I think we were out. Anyway, I was walking through some store. I fucking can't for the life of me remember where the fuck I was. But anyway, I'm walking through the store and I'm not shitting you. I started counting after I saw a couple, but I bet you I saw it. It probably, including the first couple that I didn't count. It probably came out to like 25 women in this store that were checking their OnlyFans on their phone walking around.
What?
Yes.
What store were you in?
Like a Walmart or something. It was like a fucking Walmart.
Really?
I swear to God, near Toronto. And I was like, this is like, I'm not judging. You can do whatever you want with your fucking body. This is my opinion. It's my own opinion. That's fucking horrifying to me.
I think OnlyFans is one of those things, though, where like 90% of people make no money.
They make no money, but they just post nudes. Which, to be honest, like, let me tell you something, girls. No self-respecting, no guy that you want, your dream dude, is never gonna fucking marry you with you being some OnlyFans whore. Like, it's never gonna happen. You're a fucking whore. You're a fucking hooker. You're an internet prostitute.
Porn star.
You're an internet... Yeah, you're a fucking porn star, dude.
Maybe the type of dude they want is okay with banging porn stars.
Trust me, based on the conversations I've had, they're not.
Well, okay, you can't generalize.
I can't generalize. In my opinion, though, like, it's fucking disturbing to me. It is disturbing that society has gotten to this point in North America where, like, you turn 18 and the thing to do is just get an OnlyFans.
I mean, you watch porn, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like a weird position to watch porn and then judge porn stars.
Nope. Nope.
Because you consume it. If you didn't consume it, I'd be like, okay, but you consume porn. You
So?
need porn stars to do that.
Sure, you do need porn stars, but I think okay.
That's like buying drugs and then being like, but drug dealers are fucked.
Drugs are bad. I can do drugs and say drugs are bad. I do drugs and I say drugs are bad. Drugs are not good.
Yeah, but
Everyone
drug
should not be
dealers-
doing drugs.
Drug dealers.
So they are also not good.
It's hypocritical a little bit, is it not?
Sure, absolutely it is.
Okay.
I absolutely understand that it is hypocritical, but nonetheless, it is objectively not okay.
To be a porn star or a drug dealer?
Both.
You think it's not good to be a porn star?
Yeah,
Have you made a video?
No.
Ever? You've never made a sex video.
You like with my fucking significant other. It doesn't get posted on the internet
what if
for
it
everyone
did?
to see. I would be pissed. I would kill whoever did it. I would murder. Yeah. Dude,
murdered?
I'm telling you, you seriously don't, you think it's fine?
I think it's fine to be a porn star, yeah, absolutely.
I think that's fucked. I think it's fucked.
I'll go a step further. I think it's fine to be a prostitute.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine. This is what I'm saying. I think it's fine. I think there are people that do that, and that's your life choice. What makes me sad is seeing the rampant number of young girls who go to this. I would say that if you were to classify, yes, prostitution's the oldest profession in the world, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think if you were to classify OnlyFans as a form of prostitution, which it is, the same as porn stars are a form of prostitution,
Yeah.
which it is,
Yeah.
I would say that we are at an all-time high. There has never been this many prostitutes ever.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
our society is overrun with it. Specifically in North American society, it is overrun with prostitution.
Sure, and I get that. I just don't think that the fault solely lies with the women.
I don't think
Because
it does either.
because obviously people wouldn't be doing this if there wasn't a market.
If there wasn't a market. I agree with you on that fully.
Right.
I don't think the fault solely lies on them. What I think it is it's an indication of what we have done with, in my opinion, big fat fucking air quotes, women's rights. I think that the women's empowerment movement at some point got muddied in a lack of self-respect. I think that at some point along the way, the idea of empowering women turned into them not being empowered at all and being fooled by really bad people. Because I look and it's like women being like, well, like, man, the girls we see, like, we live downtown. Girls we see going out with your fucking, you know how many fucking vaginas I see on a Friday night?
Yeah.
Like, literal bare-ass vaginas.
Yeah.
A lot, dude. Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you, you're not empowering yourself. It's not empowering. It's not empowering. You're a fucking piece of meat. And I promise you, you go out to the bar dressed like that, no one gives a fuck about you. You think I give a fuck? Before I was with my wife, let's be clear. Let me make myself out to be as big of a piece of shit as possible right now.
Okay, good. On record.
I promise you, on record, I promise you that when I went out to the bar and some girl was dressed like a fucking hoe, like, you know, everything's out, you're hiding nothing. This wasn't a matter of me talking to you and liking you. This was a matter of who do I want to fuck? Because you're obviously all down. It's a fucking numbers game. You're just like, okay, well, you're pretty hot. Fucking let's go. And they're good to go all the time. And it's like, yeah, I'm empowering women. No, you're not. You're actually doing the complete opposite. You're powerless in this situation. You've taken away the power you had, which was the allure of being a woman. Now you're just a currency.
Yeah, but I think the thing is that, like...
It's a crazy hot take, and I know I'm going to catch heat for this.
Sure, but, like, what are you going to say? You can't dress like that? 'Cause
I'm
that's
not saying
empowering
that.
either.
Not at all.
That's what I mean, though. So, like, there's no... You know, if a woman wants to dress like that, she should absolutely be able to. And it's also totally fine for a woman to want to go out and get fucked. And if she wants to go signal that that's how she wants to be, then that's empowering as well.
I agree with that.
I don't think that every single woman wants to go out and settle down and get married and pump out children.
Absolutely.
Which is fine as well.
Yep. Who pushes the narrative? Who pushes the narrative? Is it women? It's not.
No, it's men. It's
men.
always been men.
It's always been men.
Men have always controlled this
Yeah.
conversation.
So let's
including us right now.
Yeah. So yeah, let's be clear on something.
Right, but it was also, you know, like a while ago.
All the
it was-
companies though that design these clothes and make these girls look like this,
Yeah.
they're not women. You're fucking fooled if you think that it's yours. If you think it's you and your decision, you want to look like this. No. No, there's boardrooms with old white dudes fucking working on marketing who have convinced you that this is how you want to look and that this is how you will feel empowered. Why? So that we can look at fucking whores driving down the street. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, that's a reality. And every company, every lingerie company, every fucking clothing company that pumps out slutty clothes, they're owned by men. They're owned by old white dudes
Yeah, for sure.
who want women to look fucking hot because that's what they want to see. Because they just want to see it in the world and they know that sex sells. It is not empowering.
No, it's about
and it's not even
control.
your own decision.
Right? But it also used to be, you'd smack the shit out of your wife if she showed her ankle when she went out because she's a
Yeah,
whore.
of course.
You know what I
the
mean?
The pendulum swings.
The pendulum swings.
Like,
I think now we're talking about a broader societal thing where, like, how much of your own decisions are actually yours just due to marketing and how capitalism
so this is
works,
my thing with this. I know that there's a lot of women that'll hear this and be like, well, I make the choice to buy those clothes and I put on those clothes and it's my decision. Yeah, sure.
But how much of a choice do we have about anything?
The same way that I decide to grow my beard and trim my beard and have this like shitty
Yeah,
little
like,
beard.
why'd you buy that?
Why'd I buy this sweater, right? Why? Because I'm heavily influenced by marketing.
Yeah, everyone thinks that they're immune to propaganda and marketing,
not,
and they're
even
not.
remotely.
Right? There's surface level marketing that you may think that doesn't work on you.
Yeah.
But there's so much subliminal messaging, shit from your parents, background shit, societal pressures that you've grown up with that you don't even realize has formed the way you think.
That it forms every decision you make.
Forms every decision you've ever made.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
I just think it's sad. I think it's sad because when I see to try and wrap this into something comprehensive.
Yeah.
It's not a complaint that this is the way women are dressing. It's not a complaint that this is what's happened to society. It makes me, I guess it is in some degree, it makes me sad that I look at young women with so much potential in the world and in a world where they have more rights than they've ever had. And there's so much opportunity for you to succeed and that you are caught up in this ultimately negative feedback loop that is showing you that you shouldn't have self-confidence. Ultimately, you should doubt your physical appearance and be willing to sell yourself to try and make yourself feel better. And I think it's horrible. I think it's fucking ruthless behavior on part of executives and marketing teams, because I think that it instills horrendous negative views of self in women. And if you don't believe me, look at any statistic for mental health over the last 60 years. Like, women are statistically have more body image problems and more self-esteem problems than ever before.
I think people do.
People in general.
I think what happens.
But I'm just saying it's sadder to me with women because
I think it's
men have been chilling for a long time. Yeah. It's sad to me with women because women are at a point where they have so much opportunity. This is everything you ever wanted from opportunity and rights. And it feels like it's being thrown away.
The thing is with women, I think, is it's more recent that women have their own buying power and their own, like, ability to use their own finance.
Yeah.
And things like that.
And they are the largest buying power.
And I think what marketers realized is, at a certain point, they realized it's actually much more effective to make people feel like shit than it is to try and convince them in a nice way, right? And that's just how marketing has been, right? Like, even if you think about dudes with massive trucks, right? It's not that this truck is awesome. It's that you're a little baby boy if you don't own this.
Yeah.
Right? Or,
this is the manly thing
jewelry
to do.
for men and women.
Yeah.
Right? Like, this is how you show your status, because without it, you aren't anything.
Yeah.
Right? That's, clothes, obviously.
Yeah.
Right?
I just feel like with the other things, as horrible as they still are, you're not selling as much of you. I think there is a higher impact on the female psyche. I think there's a higher negative impact on the female psyche from that specific realm of marketing to get young women to be like this. And I think it has long-term impact. And I think we're starting to see, because this shit started when we were like, I don't know, when I was probably like hitting my teens. And I think we're starting to see that these women are approaching 30 and have horrendous mental health issues.
Yeah.
Worse than ever before.
I will say, though, if my body was in demand like that was,
Yeah.
like 5 years ago, 100% I would have done it.
You would. Everyone would. You'd buy into it. Why wouldn't you? This is the problem, though. You buy into it. What is it 5 years down the road?
Well, that's the
what
thing,
is it
too.
5 years down the road, and you look back, and now you're 30, and you want to settle down, you want to have kids, and you want to have a life like everybody else, and you hit 30, and you go, damn, I've been hoeing for a while. And then you try to find a man, and you have your circle of people that you know, like your social circle, and nobody wants it. How many guys do you know? How many guys do you know that go and find girls outside of their circle? Because the girls in the circle, you don't want them. We both did it.
What do you mean?
We both found girls outside the circle.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what men do. They don't, because these girls, once you know what's going, no, fuck that shit.
I don't know. I think there's different schools of thoughts on it. I'm not particularly worried by women's pasts as some guys are.
Women's what?
Pasts.
Oh yeah, fair
right.
enough.
Like
The
there
past is
are
what it was.
certain dudes where they're like,
They
if she
freak
has
the
banged
fuck
more
out.
than 3 people,
They're
I'm not
fucking
doing it.
psychotic.
Fucking insecurity, right?
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. There's always been that double standard with men too, right? Where it's like, as a man, I can hoe it up because that's
I'm a stud,
awesome.
yeah.
I'm a stud.
Yeah, you're used up.
What's that fuck? Yeah, used up.
Yeah.
You're fucking, they're people.
I don't think you know
I
much
think
about vaginal anatomy.
Yeah, I think that tells on yourself a little much.
Yeah.
When you're like, well, the pussy's all loose and she's used up. It's like,
like,
well,
nah.
that's really gross thing to say.
If the pussy's all loose, it's because she doesn't go to the gym. It has nothing to do with the amount of dicks.
Also,
that she's
vaginas
taken.
relax when women aren't tense.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Maybe you were just
Maybe they're
fucking girls
relaxed
that
around.
didn't want to get fucked.
Hold on, I gotta take off my Warhammer shirt.
Yeah.
Play some pipe.
Yeah, like it's crazy. You do like a fucking 45 minutes of foreplay and you'd be shocked.
45 minutes, fucking marathon man over here.
Dude, are you kidding me?
You got
Oh,
5 minutes.
rolling in it.
I'm on the bed kicking my feet. Yeah. I'm crossing ankles.
I'm chilling.
I'm humming down there. I whistle while I work.
I throw a lacrosse ball down there. I massage my feet while I'm doing it.
I'm playing with a cootie catcher.
I
got a feather. I'm going crazy.
Got feather. Get the feather out. Whoosh.
I got rubber bands on my fingers. I'm going crazy down there. I just want to thank everybody for listening for 3 years.
Yeah, after all that
That's
bullshit.
after all that bullshit.
It's been 3 years, and
It's been 3 years.
exciting.
I want to thank you to all the people that have been listening from the start, all the people
Yeah.
that have started listening recently. It means a lot that you still listen.
It does.
Gives us a reason to do this.
Yeah, it's wonderful. We'll do an event.
Yeah, we'll do an event or something.
We'll have to do something in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted. We are recording this early, so it is coming out in a couple weeks from us right now. So
yes, we have time.
we got time. We'll figure something out.
I'm trying to think of any other closing notes on this.
Yeah.
I am glad. I hope that in all of this, despite all the fucking around, I hope that people can take away something positive and take away like perspective on things.
Yeah.
I do, because
I hope we've changed people's lives.
I do. I think. Well, not even. I know that we've changed people's perspective on a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's crazy to see now, being 3 years in, the influence that it actually does have on people's lives, and like that it does educate people on stuff, and that like we're
making London, Ontario dumber 1 week at a time.
we are the smartest dumb people we know.
That's true.
Yeah.
Who said that to
Or
you?
no, we're the dumbest smart people we know. That's
Did
what
I
it is.
did I say that to you?
Yeah, you're the dumbest smart person I know.
I'm sorry, that's so mean.
Yeah, ruthless. But I like it. I like it, and I roll with
I'm
it.
glad that you took that as a nice thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking mean.
Took it with stride. Yeah, because it's true. We fucking Yeah, we've talked about in 3 years. We've talked about a lot of shit.
Yeah, and a lot of shit over and over.
Yeah,
We've talked about a lot. We got some repeat topics.
yeah,
on this
that
bitch.
we dive into, and probably because we slowly change our opinions.
That's true. We're getting older.
Yeah, I'm gonna be 30 before the end of next season.
I'm not.
Fuck you. Yeah. Well, to another year,
To another year. Thank you for 3 years of staying reasonable.
and keep doubting.
Good night. We love you.
Reasonable Doubt Podcast. If you guys like funny, hilarious, goofy, goober, silly boys podcast, that is a good place to find yourself.
That was a